Hey guys, it's Brianna again. Oh man, I just want to give you guys a couple seconds to hop on. It's Friday. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having an awesome week. It is January 9th or 10th? My Fitbit died. I gotta charge it. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video. First of all, thank you guys so much for all the encouragement, all the support, everything that you guys have been giving me. It's been amazing. It's been really humbling. It feels, I don't know, I started my journey really in 2011, about probably 8 months after I had James, who is almost 9. And one thing that I really loved about my journey is I found a group of people that were incredibly supportive, non-competitive, just really super encouraging. And it was the first time in my life that I had kind of experienced that kind of support, especially when it came to something like health. And I hate to say it, but unfortunately, sometimes women can be very competitive, or they can be kind of catty. At least in the other programs that I had tried, I had found that, it was kind of like, don't, oh, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, whatever. And so it's taken a lot for me after these past couple years to kind of come back, put myself out there again, be vulnerable again, and be authentic. But what I've noticed is in the past week, there's some clients of mine that have been inspired to come back on track, and that's really awesome. So, but a lot of you guys have been messaging me. A lot of you have been commenting and just being so kind and so supportive and so encouraging. And I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry about it, but I know a lot of people that have been through a lot of life the past couple of years. I think none of us are exempt from that. And so it's been really great to be kind of warmly accepted, and for people to also share their stories of things that they've struggled with and why their health took a backseat. So for me, my youngest is now in kindergarten, and I'm still working from home, but also I just kind of found that time to reflect on myself. And it's like, okay, I'm about to turn 38 on Valentine's Day, and didn't want to go back to the life that I was living before. So anyhow, I just want to give you guys some quick tips. No matter what you're working on this year in 2020, can I be honest with you? About mid-January, end of January is when people kind of start falling away from whatever they committed themselves to. It doesn't necessarily have to do with dieting or with exercising, but typically, people kind of get a little bit jaded. And I just want to give you a couple of things that work for the people in our community, and things that I've noticed about the people around me, even that isn't necessarily health related, but people that are successful. I want to encourage you guys today, find your people. Find your tribe, find your group, your community, your support. I've always kind of encouraged people to circle the wagons. An unfortunate way of looking at that, I guess, is, when somebody's facing an illness or when somebody's facing something really serious, it's kind of time to circle the wagons, like kind of build that system of support around yourself. And no matter what you're aiming for this year or this decade or this month, find those people that are going to be encouraging and supportive. I do have some clients that choose not to share with their catty coworkers what they're doing. Or I have some friends that, keep their dreams and their hearts kind of closely guarded, except for a handful of people. And that's because they don't want somebody to come in and say, you can't do that. Why are you going back to school at that age? Or why are you trying to lose all that weight? What are you doing? Is that really right for you? Is that good for you? Is that healthy? Right? Everybody always has an opinion. I think what I've found in my life is I was very fortunate to be surrounded with really positive people and people that were encouraging to me, whether it was going back to school, after being in the workforce for over 10 years, after, having a failing GPA, not because I wasn't capable, but because I wasn't going to class in college. And then, finding somebody that said you have the potential to go to grad school. And then I was on the dean's list. And then I was applying to grad schools a couple of years later. I mean, it takes those kind of people to pour into you and just say, not just to stroke your ego. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that can genuinely be happy for you, can support you in the things that are really hard, things that they know matter to you. And I found that Ginger always barks at the worst time. But I found that in our community, kind of what makes us different as far as health is concerned is that people are generally positive. We, for me as a coach, because I know, and for what I've helped people with and what I've experienced myself, I know a lot of people are skeptical. I know a lot of people have tried a bunch of things and failed. I've totally been there. And it's actually my joy to encourage them and say, look, I know you don't believe it right now. I know you've done everything else under the sun. Take a deep breath, give it a chance, wholeheartedly try everything and all the resources that are available to you. And I truly believe that that person has it in them to succeed and that they can go the distance. So, last week I started with my health tips. We talked about basic things like water, getting up your water intake, going a little bit further, taking a little bit more motion, a little bit activity, healthy movement, whether that's walking down the block, walking around the block, for whatever your level is at. And then when my mom got hospitalized briefly, and she's totally fine, thank you so much for all of your prayers and thoughts on that. When she was totally fine, just, on that day I talked about breathing and just kind of taking that breath and not letting stress take over. So for Friday, the weekend's coming up. I'm not going to hate on y'all if y'all are going to happy hour and whatnot, but, kind of think about the kind of people that you're around. Are you guys always sitting around and complaining? Are you guys always do you have anybody that is actually enthusiastic about their health, or that's kind of encouraging you on whatever you want to accomplish, instead of saying like, oh, you don't need to do that, you this, that, the other, your family, your mom, your cousins, whatever. When you get kind of those negative Nellies in your life, it's really hard to constantly be on the defense. So I'd really, kind of encourage you guys to surround yourself with support, and not only that, with positive support. So there's different things that work for different people in terms of getting healthy and what motivates them. But at the same time, you want to make sure that the people that you surround yourself with are encouraging to you and what matters to you. So just something to think about. this weekend as you spend time with people, family, friends, coworkers, whoever you're around, is I basically sometimes having to give my clients a script on how to talk to people around them about not being negative on whatever journey that they're on. So something to think about. That has really made the difference for me. I always had a safe place with my coach, with my community, with the warriors. No matter how many times I felt like I failed, I always had an encouraging word. So if you're struggling with that, I'd love to be that encouragement for you. Let's be that for each other. And I know just in the past week, that I've really been digging deep to get back to my happy, joyful, healthy, fit place. It's made all the difference in the world how not only the coaches on my team, but my clients and also people outside of my program are cheering me on and saying kind things. And even if we have different ways to get to health, we're able to cheer each other on. So I hope that for you. If you need more people like that in your life, I suggest that you plug in with us. I'm happy to be that for you, even if you're doing something else or you find something else works for you. But that really community and support makes such a big difference for me. And I really don't know where I'd be without it all these years later. So anyway, that's my Friday chat to you guys. You know, keep a safe place for you. If you feel like you can't really share vulnerably with the people around you, that's okay. Keep your safe place. But find those people that are going to circle the wagons and cheer you on no matter what you're going through. Job hunt, life transition, you know, whatever kind of process, whatever kind of thing you're tackling, you deserve to be around people that are going to cheer you on and they're going to be there for you. So I hope this helps you guys. Let me know below. Message me if you want kind of something that's a little more private, if this encourages you. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay true to your health goals. I'm down almost to my lowest weight in 2 years. And so I'm really excited about what's to come. There's Gaby. There's Gabriel making a cameo. How was Costco?
Daddy did something wrong at 7-Eleven.
Uh-oh. Well.
No parking.
Did you get all the snacks from Costco?
Daddy
Gabriel only wants to go to Costco if it's sample day. And that's the day that I'm like, no Costco, no Costco. All right, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Stay true to your goals. Don't give up. If you need some support, some encouragement, hit me up. I'm here for you. And as always, I'll see you later. My YouTube channel will be updated this weekend at My Coach Brianna. If you want to, if you're not familiar with my journey, you can kind of go all the way back to the past 6-7 years that I've been on this program and my journey. So, all right. I love you guys. Have a good one. Thank you so much for all the support and encouragement this past week. It's really made a difference to me and I'm on a roll. I hope you are too. See you guys. Bye.